It's no coincidence that the Swedes named their latest IFV Stridsfordon, meaning combat vehicle. This sleek IFV can fight tanks, destroy aerial targets, survive in the toughest combat conditions, and yes, it can also carry infantry. In War Thunder, Stridsfordon and CV90 series vehicles await players at high ranks of the ground forces tech tree, and just like their real-life counterparts, they are remarkably capable. The Stridsfordon vehicles are all found in the Swedish tech tree, with the exception of the Dutch variant. Swedish models are easily recognizable by their designation, Strf 9040, with 40 indicating the 40mm Bofors cannon they all feature. Let's start by looking at the Strf 9040B, one of the early variants. Externally, it resembles a typical Western IFV but lacks anti-tank missiles. Powered by a 550 horsepower front-mounted engine, it reaches a top speed of 70 km an hour forward and 45 km an hour in reverse. Arguably, the most remarkable feature of this vehicle is its robust arsenal. The 40mm Bofors cannon can depress up to 8 degrees vertically. It's notable not just for its rate of fire, but also for its powerful ammo. The APF SDS M90 rounds can penetrate up to 143mm of armor at close range, with outstanding velocity and ballistics. A quick salvo to the side can knock out any main battle tank, whether Soviet, Western, Standard, or modified for urban warfare. Neither add-on armor nor ERA blocks can withstand the Bofors' relentless barrage. Furthermore, the gun is highly effective in duels against other IFVs. Vehicles with the Bushmaster autocannon lack the rate of fire needed to fend off the Swedish IFV, while Soviet counterparts often lack durability. In addition, the STRF's arsenal includes proximity-fused HE rounds. Paired with a laser rangefinder and thermal imaging, these rounds can be used to engage helicopters like the Mi-24 or the Cobra. HE shells also do wonders against strike aircraft, though in those engagements, you might find your aiming speed somewhat lacking. Of course, the Stridsfordon isn't without flaws. The autocannon sometimes struggles to penetrate the frontal armor of MBTs. Even though the first Leopard tanks can be defeated by shooting at their lower hull, Soviet tanks and later Leopard models can pose problems. Another issue is the relatively limited gun elevation angle compared to other IFVs. Play around terrain features and rely on flanking maneuvers. Ammo conservation is crucial. Its first-order ammo rack holds just 24 rounds, so each shot needs to count, even in single-fire mode. Each IFV in the STRF 90 family has its own distinctive feature. For instance, the STRF 9040C is heavier than other models due to its additional armor and spall liners that offer enhanced protection against autocannons and artillery. This version also has access to more powerful rounds, perfect for damaging gun breaches and penetrating well-armored sides. The STRF 9040 BIL features a top attack BIL ATGM launcher, which detonates warheads above its target, sending an explosively formed penetrator through the turret roof. The potential of this Swedish vehicle as a self-propelled anti-tank weapon can be fully unlocked with the help of its commander's sights and the duplicate fire control system. The commander's optics, as well as the launcher, are positioned slightly higher than the gunner's sight, allowing the vehicle to remain hidden behind a hill and fire with complete impunity. The LVKV 9040C variant comes with a radar system capable of detecting aircraft up to 15 kilometers away. It's a pleasure to use this SPAAG to shoot down low-flying strike aircraft and careless helicopters. Naturally, it can also be used as a classic IFV. Its 5-person crew significantly increases its survivability. Also featured in War Thunder are several export models, armed with Bushmaster autocannons. They are designated as CV90, which stands for Combat Vehicle. The Finnish CV9030 variant is armed with a 30mm cannon. Compared to the Bofors, the Bushmaster has a lower rate of fire and does less damage, but the vehicle compensates for that with a more powerful engine. The CV9030 is designed for flanking maneuvers and cautious gameplay. So cautious, in fact, that when lying in ambush, it's a good idea to turn off the engine to avoid giving away your position with its noise. Dutch and Danish versions of the CV90 are armed with a 35mm Bushmaster 3 cannon. In addition to more powerful APF SDS rounds, they also have the DM13 SAPHE-T round at their disposal. While it penetrates armor less effectively than an APF SDS, it deals massive damage after penetration. The CV9035 can take down any anti-aircraft vehicle or enemy APC with just a couple of shots, if you manage to hit the target in time. Moreover, it can switch between APF SDS and HE rounds in just a second, allowing it to fire nearly 70 rounds in a row. You also get additional armor modules, allowing the vehicle to survive stray hits. If you come under fire, it's best to expose the rear of the IFV at a direct angle to protect key modules. The CV90 chassis was also used to create light tanks. The CV90-105 and the CV90-120 exchanged salvo firepower for the ability to destroy any opponent with a single powerful shot. An autoloader allows them to outperform Soviet and Chinese tanks in duels, and their powerful optics make them ideal for sniper gameplay. The CV90-120 is one of the best sniper tanks in War Thunder. A 24x commander's sight, excellent field of view, thermal imaging, and good mobility that allows it to secure ideal firing positions. In short, it has everything you might ever want. In War Thunder, CV90 IFVs are true gems of the Swedish tech tree. What's your preferred way of using these combat vehicles? Share your experiences in the comments below.